So I'll just go pulling inside my guard. One of the things that we've spoken about is the grip fighting. So I generally like to get the control of the sleeves. I know that I don't get control of posture, but the way he is right now, he's got a better chance of posture and standing up than what I do breaking him down. So let's go to my feet, come in nice and tight. I raise my hips, pull down, grip break, and instead I'm just going to hold the collar. So instead of going over the head like we've done in the Nogi and this one from here, where you can use his right hand to push the hand off the head, we're just going to go on the inside of the collar and get this grip. As my partner starts to get posture, very simple, okay, and we start to pull the sweep position. So this system works pretty well. The part that I see people trying to do is they try and force the basic sweep, and they kind of get stuck with it. So I'll get the grips. The same deal as what I've done last week, where my feet go down, my hips come up, abdominal crunch, break my partner down. All I'm doing is I'm reaching in, I'm getting hold of the collar straight away. As my partner pushes down with me to get posture, I come in. And this is a perfect position to set up. It's called an invisible choke. The part that I see people making mistake is his hand, and you pull this hand out to try and sweep, and he has a balance point. So I always try to keep my hand underneath it. So if he does try to put his hand down, I'm underneath it and looking away. The second part about it is that I'm not kicking with my legs, I'm pulling with my hand. Pulling with the hand puts his weight, but also puts him in a high mount position. One more time. You do it, get the collar, you're right now. So the thing again is I have the controls on the sleeves. My feet go down, hips come up from here, nice and tight. Breaking down, I'm getting hold of this. Away from the trunk posture, so as he postures, set up. So what I'm doing is my hand goes in, my right hand goes in, my left hand goes towards my head. So that's going to lift him up. And it gives me a super high mount. My hand's inside the collar from here as well. 1, 2, 3. So this is one of the concepts that I like to use. So I'm inside the guard, she gets the grips, breaks me down from here, hand goes in the collar. Now, I've already seen, right, that's your setup for the sweep. Anytime that I come up with my right leg backwards, I'm in the sweep position. Does everyone understand that? So what I do instead is, if I can't get my hand in, what I'll do is I'm going to step up with my left instead. Now, she has the ability to start to put her hand underneath my left, but that gives me the ability to start to control the posture. So, I'm stepping up past the hip line as well. One of the things I see is if my leg's here, I have to put her, and she's got a lot more ability to move me and sweep me, right? But if I step here, she goes, I've got more crunch control, than she does. I'm in a part it doesn't like it. So I've got this ability to sit hands on her neck. I've got the ability to crunch and control, which means I'm taking the power out. I'm not reaping, but I'm in a very strong position from there. So a lot of people now think that I need the space totally, but I'm giving her space to be able to move. Where if I take the space away, she can't move. So she gets a grip, breaks me down, hand goes in. So what I'm going to do is my hand and my foot. Think about it this way, I crunch control, so my knee comes in and I grip right from here. Now, this is a really strong mechanic. They're generally going to try and kick out, which gives me the ability to go with the kick out. And now, I can start to at least initiate the guard pass. So slow motion, grips, breaks me down, control, step up, one, punch, step up, over here. Make sure I'm on the side of the leg. Right, make sure I'm not hitting up where she can go. So I'm inside, step one more plate. Let's step one more time. crunch. Grip fight, sorry, crunch. Step backwards. I've got the ability to control the leg. She's still got my hand. That's okay. 1, 2, 3. Go rolling onto his back. This was one of my favourite little kind of ways to do the simple sweep or the basic sweep, and it's a very, very easy thing to do. So he's broken me down, gets his grip, he's in the position from here. So what I started to do is, if he's already got to the side, there's not much point stepping up. I'll explain this to you. So what I started to think about this way, I'm going to roll my right hip in, I stretch my left leg backwards. So if I'm in the position that he's already gone to the sweep position, I push this. I roll my right hip in, I throw my left leg backwards. So there's no sweep anymore. Now, come up to my feet. He can hold me, it's not going to stop the guard pass. So what I'm doing is, he needs to roll his hip over to complete the sweep. Where if I can press it, he can't roll it over. So we're going to start off in the position where we're here. So firstly, because this is the only hand I have free. It's got that. So I jam it here. Now I roll my hip in, I stretch my leg. Come up. But it's a really nice way to deal with the basic sweep. So collar, sleeve control, as he turns, here. Now, I'm already rolling my hip in. So if he tries to scissor sweep now, that's what I'm after. Step up, over. Longer legs can be a bit of a pain, but so he's got the sleeve and the collar. As he turns aside, he beats me. So I don't want to overcommit too far with my hands, because the more I commit, the more I'm going towards the sweep. So I hold the belt instead. So what I'm doing is, as he tries to sweep, my right hip goes in. Yep. Jump through. I slow motion that. So if I'm on so he's longer, I'm here, turns. Here, watch. Turn my hip in, step. Use this to repin. That's a really heavy knee ride. 1, 2, 3. 3 minutes. On your back. This is just a small detail that we need to have a look at. And a lot of the time when we're doing these old techniques is I take for granted that either he's not going to hold the grip or that he's not going to try and do the sweep. So I'm very aware of the grip he has with his right hand on my left hand, especially if he's pushing over and on counterbalance. Right. So we're going to go slow motion again. So he's got his grip and he's here. So he's not trying to pull the hand out, he's trying to shove the arm in. So you've got to be aware that if I'm here, at any time I raise my hips, I'm swept. So what I simply do is I go, I'll raise my hips, come over the top of that, and I'm basically gone. So what I'm trying to do is, whether it's the belt or whether it's the armpit, I'm sliding my knee behind my partner. So I'm sliding my knee. So it does two things. The angle of his knee is now facing up,
which means the sweep isn't as effective. Number two, it allows me to do what we call a roll. So I'm going to go slow motion. I turn, I step, and I roll through the guard. Put my arm up, which means that it's on him, it's hard for him to stop it because I've got the 12 legs. So this is one of the ones that is a bit more dynamic. So armpit, belt, knee, from here. So I go with it, from here, I step. And this is the ability to control of the pass, of the guard, of the sweep. Mainly because he's putting me in the position. This only works if I kill the hip and I realign that knee. Because if his knee is down on the metal, he's going to end up on mount. Because his knee's coming over me. But if I can make his knee face the ceiling, he can't follow through. Let me try and explain it. So full guard, here, turns to side, pop. So if I go here and he does his sweep. It's good. I'm in such a good position. But if I'm caught, i.e. he has that and he's punched it through, I'm like, man, my balance gone. Bring my knee. Put my hand on the ground or on his leg. Shoulder. Back step. Hold. So that will allow me to bring the leg up, put my knee under. If he tries to recover guard, I'm underneath his leg. Kill the leg, to push it through, roll, flip. Change partners, someone new, 1, 2, 3. Go. And I've got the grip from here, but we've dealt with, if I've already turned to my side, we've already dealt with the compression of the hip and you know, we've got options from here. If I haven't quite turned to my side, come back. So if I've got the position that I get my grips from here, the only hand that you have free to move is your right hand. So you want to put that in the armpit and create distance. Right. So what I like to do from here is this. You can't stand until you get rid of this grip safely. It's one of the things that, like, every time you go to stand up and pull forward, I'm going to keep breaking you down. So I need to get rid of the grip. But the downfall is your right hand's committed to the armpit. So the way that we're going to do this is our left hand is going to come through on the inside of this hand. So this hand comes through on the inside, and now it's simply going to start to push it down from here to get the grip. So you have your grip over. This is initiating staying guard pass always on the inside position. Now, this hand will start to push my shoulder across my body to initiate the guard pass. We're in the same pass position as we were before. Now we can either step across the body, over the body, but ideally we're going to be passing away from my face. So I was going to try and pass to the backside. This also means that if you do get the ability to gift wrap them, you have to gift wrap as well. So again, this will take a little bit of practice. So I've got my grip. Create the distance first of all. This will allow your hand to come through. So it's more like you're doing the kung fu. So see what's happening to my fingers and my wrist. So you want that angle? Push it down. Instantly, your right hand pushes my shoulder across. Follow. So it has this grip. So I like to get the armpit control first of all. But now this is the hardest part is I bring my hand through it and I'm pushing that. I'm trying to get that to open up the guard. Right. And it might only be a micro, but it's going to open. The exception if they've got really long legs, I do that instead like if I'm rolling miles and really long legs. So we're in the position from here. So first things first is stop the hip rolling, I'm here. So it's harder for him to complete the sweep. Secondly, I like to slide backwards, come through, grip break. Now the legs are open, so I like to push to get that space to open. Now we can pass the guard however you want to pass it. If the knee shields across, you can't pass it to the back side, you've got to pass it to the front side. If the knee shields are not, you can pass it. If you can press it. Arms. Once again, I'm not going to change what I'm doing because of long legs. I just modify it a little bit. So we're in the position from here. So first things first is I get my grip under the armpit. If I feel like I'm not long enough, I go to the belt, but I drop my hip. Once again, a little bit of pressure on my right hand side. From here, 1, 2, I'm trying to push this up. The ability to pass the guard. So, this for me is that. So if he tries to reframe, I've got this ability to start stretching my palms anyway. So we're just looking at that little bit of a gap to open the legs up, get rid of the sweep, and then you shape the pass. 1, 2, 3. How's that feel? It's different, hey? Yeah. This is a combination of a couple of them put together, and this was my favourite way of beating the super sweep or the basic sweep. My favourite way. You have to be pretty confident, and your timing has to be good. Josh, on your back. So I kind of know he's going to do the scissor sweep or the basic sweep by the grips and the leg position. And I'm going to mix a couple of these together. So he gets his grip, voila, and I'm here. So first things I always do is this is I'm going to try and get a primer. I try and roll my hip. And what I'm going to do is going to push the leg down so he's in the position to do the sweep. He's got to control my arm. Now, in those ways, as he slowly scissors his legs, I just stand up. So from here, he gets his grips. I'm here. I know this hand's in danger. As he puts his knee across in front and starts to do the sweep, I'll roll my hip this way. I just come straight over the leg. I've hit this on some really high caliber black belts because it feels to you like I'm going to get swept. But because I've tipped that hip a little bit, you're kind of kicking me across, you're not kicking me down. So the two key factors in my favour are this, and as he turns to his side, this. So as he sweeps, this works best when they actually try to sweep you. Okay, so a little detail, how'd that feel? Gets his grips, turns, climb, here. Right, so this hand, it's gone. So all my weight's here, I'm rolling up and I'm coming here. As he scissors his legs, my base is coming through. And if I get to the position where he doesn't scissor his legs, pass the card anyway, doing a good guard pass position. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.